Columbus's voyage west. Christopher Columbus of Genoa, Italy, made his world-changing voyage to the New World just 25 years before the Reformation. Columbus correctly believed that the earth is round and planned to sail westward from Europe to reach Asia. However, he was unaware of the two looming obstacles, the great distance between the two continents and the landmass of North and South America, which lay between them. Columbus was sure that he could reach the Far East by sailing west, but he needed finances of his expedition because Portugal had been leading nation in voyages of exploration. Columbus sought the aid of the Portugal first, but the Portuguese king refused his request. After several years, Columbus finally persuaded the Spanish king and queen, Ferdinand and Isabella, to sponsor his expedition. Columbus's tiny fleet, the Nina, Pinta, and the Santa Maria, sailed from Spain on August 3rd, 1492. After a stopover in the Canary Islands, the fleet sailed westward across the Atlantic. The farther the ship sailed from the land, the more fearful the crew became. After 3 weeks without sight of the land, some sailors began to talk of mutiny and desperation. Columbus promised on October 10th that if no one saw land in the next 3 days, the ships if no one saw land in the next 3 days, the ships would return back. Finally, on October 12th, 1492, they reached an island Columbus named San Salvador, which means Holy Savior. In spite of evidence to the country, Columbus chose to believe he had reached the Indies. He called the tribes Indians and their islands Indies. Today, 2,000-mile chain of islands between the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean is called the West Indies. The indigenous people who met Columbus, the Arawak, were a friendly tribe. They warned him of a fierce Carib, the tribe of cannibals who also inhabited the region. The Caribbean Sea is named after the Carib tribe. Continuing his search, Columbus explored the West Indies, islands of Cuba and Hispaniola, present-day Haiti and Dominican Republic. After several weeks of exploring, Columbus returned to Spain, where he received a hero's welcome. Columbus convinced Ferdinand and Isabella to finance 3 more voyages, in which he explored several islands and parts of the coastal lines of Central and South America. He finally accepted the fact that he had explored a new landmass, but he still believed that his newfound land just lay off the southeast coast of China. America gets a name. The man credited with being first to realize that Columbus had explored a new continent was the Italian sailor Amerigo Vespucci. Vespucci claimed to have participated in several voyages into the New World and wrote letters describing his exploits. In one of these letters, Vespucci claimed to have discovered an unknown continent, a new world. In 1507, a German map maker suggested that in the new land be named America in honor of Amerigo Vespucci. At first, the term was applied only to the southern continent, but soon it became common in Europe to refer all of the New World as America. Christopher Columbus, a man with vision. A combination of factors spurred Columbus on his quest to reach the Indies. Although he was a devout Catholic who wrote converting the indigenous people to Catholicism, he was also an ambitious man. Seeking personal gain in the end, Columbus's dreams were not achieved. He proved to be a harsh and cruel governor, leading a government agent to have. Columbus chained a ship and shipped back to Spain to stand trial. After an unsuccessful 4th voyage, he died in 1506, a frustrated and forgotten man. Nevertheless, he is remembered as a great explorer because of his relentless determination and because his exploration began the chain of events and culminated the founding of the United States.